Now on Coast TV News.
Snow hits the coast.
We're ready. Bethany braces. Shoppers prepare for the next winter storm.
Just how much snow is falling in our area? I'll have the answer.
Overpass ordeal. DelDOT wants your input on changes to one of Milford's biggest intersections.
This is Coast TV News at 6.
Let's take a live look at road conditions as we drive through the snow. Good evening. I'm Madeline Overturf.
And I'm Charlie Sakaitis. Welcome to our News at 6. We begin tonight with the winter storm on Delmarva.
We have crews all along the coast for you covering this winter storm. Brendan Conroy's in our Jeep driving through Fenwick Island towards Ocean City. He's shown us those road conditions. Kevin Zappe is in Ocean City and Brandon Ferguson live in Bethany Beach.
But let's talk roads at the beginning here. Talk roads first. Coast TV News reporter Brendan Conroy is live in our First Alert weather Jeep driving in the Fenwick Ocean City area. Brendan, what are you seeing out the window there?
Charlie, when I checked in with you and Maddie just a little while ago, the roads do not look like they do now. On your screen, just how much worse it has gotten in a little short amount of time. We only are seeing some light blankets of snow on those roads. The surrounding areas, like I mentioned earlier, they are much worse now. We're seeing bigger piles, a lot more snow there. You can see it falling down now as well on your screens. So it's getting onto those roads, and we've started to drive a little. We're trying to keep in mind that these roads are going to get icy as these temperatures stay cold. But for now, we are heading into Fenwick Island. We are going to bring you all the latest on what happens tonight on this storm. Back to you guys.
All right, Brendan, thank you. Well, DelDOT crews have been preparing for this winter storm. They've been brining roads statewide. And here's a look at the In-River Inlet Bridge. You can see Route 1 just about half an hour ago.
And Rehoboth Beach is already seeing snow as well. Rehoboth asking folks to avoid street parking and please clear your sidewalks. But the city says do not use too much salt as it can damage your property and even harm pets. Keep in mind, if the city declares a snow emergency, the city can restrict parking along Rehoboth Avenue, Bayard Avenue, and State Road. Now we turn to Ocean City where the snow is falling. Coast TV News reporter Kevin Zappe joins us live there. And Kevin, Ocean City expected to bear the brunt of the snowstorm on the coast.
Maddie, big flurries has been coming down here in Ocean City for the past couple hours. And as you can see here at the inlet, it is covered with snow. And right behind me a second ago was a snowplow, but it just took off to clear the Ocean City roads. Now, to also prepare for this in the morning, Ocean City was putting salt all over the roads, as well as getting some more snowplows out there and moving. Now, we talked to a couple businesses who said they're closing early tonight just because of this snow. And we talked to a couple other people who said they're just getting their shovels ready to get out there.
We've also seen a lot more snow this season, than we have in the last several seasons. So it's definitely been a little bit more of an impact.
Ocean City advises everyone to stay off these roads until Thursday morning. I'm Kevin Zappe, live in Ocean City, Coast TV News.
All right, thank you, Kevin. And staying in Ocean City, you can see snow on top of all the homes there on the bay side. As we take it over to our First Alert Chief Meteorologist, Paul Williams, with a look at our forecast. And Paul, I think we're all pretty sick of this snow and the cold, to be honest with you.
Yeah, it's a combination, and they come in hand, because we're dealing with the cold that helps to set the stage for the snow, and we have additional cold that's going to follow the snow that we indeed receive. I mean, we're already at 21, 22 degrees basically throughout the entire area, so we are cold. Here's the latest look at what's happening with the snow. Now, we're actually getting a glancing blow of a much bigger system that's pushing across the nation, but we're on the top side of this massive storm as it begins to push through our region. Now, we actually have snow showers that's manifesting throughout portions of Lewis. A little bit of a heavier dousing that's happening over towards Cool Springs right now. It's backing off a little bit more at the Angola Bay at this hour. Indian Beach, Bottom Hill, starting to see some moderate snow showers. Thicker snow showers for us near Fenwick Island. Also, we're picking up more over towards Laurel and Low. And finally, up towards Greenwood, we're starting to see the snow back off just briefly. Now, Maddie, more snow is on the way and more cold is on the way. And we'll talk more about both a little bit later in the newscast.
Paul, Bethany Beach, they were salting ahead of the snow.
And now the snow is there.
Coast TV News reporter Brandon Ferguson is joining us live from Bethany Beach.
Brandon, people were shopping today ahead of the snowstorm.
Charlie, salt and shovels were what people were shopping for today ahead of this storm. And we did speak with some shoppers who were out buying food, but they said whatever they had at home, they were just going to have to deal with.
A dry and clear Bethany Beach boardwalk. For now, that's to change into the overnight hours, and people are getting ready for another round of snow on the coast.
We're ready.
Vaughn Baker is getting some exercise before the snow tomorrow and says his sidewalks are of his main concern.
Plenty of salt was bought, and a lot of the people were going to stores.
The town of Bethany Beach is already preparing for this expected snowfall by putting salt on these parts of the stairs that lead to the boardwalk.
It's more than just salt. Greg Harper has been visiting the coast for over 40 years and says the reason he visited now is to see Bethany Beach covered in the snow. But he has to go to the store first.
I have four-wheel drive, so we may have to find a shovel somewhere to get to the vehicle.
If you're prepared or not prepared for the snow, when you wake up tomorrow morning, you'll see a blanket of snow on the coast.
We've come prepared here at Coast TV News with my own trusty shovel. So we're going to look at the consistency of the snow. And it's a very light, fluffy snow, but that's sure to change as it is very frigid outside. Live in Bethany Beach, Brandon Ferguson, Coast TV News.
And this brings us right into our Coast TV poll. We want to know what's your ideal snowfall amount. And Maddie, I think that this might actually disagree with what we were saying earlier. I think some people are excited.
Yeah, I guess they are. And 53% say they want over 4 inches of snow. 43% say just 1 inch. Now, 2 to 3 inches, that's getting a little bit of the vote there.
And you pointed out earlier, we don't have 0 on here, so I think all the 43%ers are, that might be split up a little bit.
Yeah, my vote's 0.
It's pretty evenly split. If you want to go vote, go to coasttv.com or use the Coast TV mobile app. We'll show you the updated results on Coast TV News at 11. And as we enter tonight, Coast TV News will be your source for this winter storm. We're going to have coverage on TV, on coasttv.com, on our apps, our weather app. Go download it. And on radio stations, we are your source for this weather event.
I know it might seem like the snow is all encompassing, but there is other news going on. Like Milton, short-term rentals is something the Planning and Zoning Commission has been taking a closer look at regulating. And all this is coming after concerns from both locals and town leadership. Coast TV News reporter Zakia Jennings shows us the newest regulations that could be brought in front of council next month.
Short-term rentals throughout historic Milton. These were up for discussion on Tuesday at Milton's Planning and Zoning meeting. Rental owner Alex Delmar went to Tuesday's meeting and felt relieved by some of what she heard.
I was hearing that they are trying to be very careful to consider all parties and all the options.
Delmar took a look at the proposed revisions. She feels it could work out for everyone.
I do think that the Good Neighbor document can only help. It will get landlords and their short-term tenants on the same page and let people know what's expected of them in this area to be a good neighbor.
Part of being a good neighbor in Milton means being mindful of noise, something Delmar says hasn't been a problem at her rental.
I explained who's been coming into my short-term rental, which is bird watchers and relatives of people who live in Milton and people who are going to the theater, but mostly quiet people.
These proposed recommendations will likely be brought up in front of the town council at their next town council meeting in March. In Milton, I'm Zakia Jennings, Coast TV News.
Switching gears, Millsboro police are looking for a person who they say shot a man in the leg. Police believe the car shown on your screen right now was involved. This was near the Millsboro Village Apartments. Police are asking anybody with information, contact Delaware Crime Stoppers.
Worcester County's Board of Education is looking for a new superintendent. The opening comes after Lou Taylor's retirement. The board is seeking public input, saying that will help create a leadership profile for qualified candidates. Now, community members can share their thoughts online now through the end of the month.
We've told you about Ocean City short-term rental regulations. Well, now its council wants to do more. Not only does council want a 5-night minimum stay in residential areas for 2025 and 2026, they want a ban starting in 2027. The initial plan passed first reading on Tuesday. It has to be reviewed again, though, before being enacted.
Delawareans are feeling the heat as utility bills skyrocket. At today's Public Service Commission meeting, the public voiced their frustration over Delmarva Power's ongoing increases. Some people say their bills, usually about $210 to $260 a month, going up to $600 to $800. Now, we spoke with a retiree on a fixed income who says the bill increases just do not make sense.
Well, it seems like everything's going up. And I think the constraints have been taken off these suppliers, and I think we're going to pay for it.
So what's causing this for Delmarva Power? Well, there's a couple of reasons. The cold weather for one, but also a rate increase approved in April. That's part of it. And it doesn't stop there. On June 1st, new bid prices take effect. And follow me on this one. It's about a 7.5% increase again. The Public Service Commission claims these prices are competitive and consistent with market conditions, but they do admit it's the highest auction price Delaware has ever seen. And we have a lot more news to get to this evening.
Coming up in sports, the Philadelphia Eagles have made their first big move of the offseason, and this one comes on the sideline.
And we're in the midst of a very snowy situation with cold air in place that will keep the snow hanging around longer this time around. Details on all that coming up.
The DelDOT workshop in Milford wanting your opinion on this interchange between Route 1 and 30 when we're back in just 60 seconds.
Recent storms have caused roof, siding, and gutter damage in our area. All Exteriors can be out to your home as soon as tomorrow, and they work directly with your insurance. Call All Exteriors now or visit allexteriorsmd.com.
Toyota has been manufacturing in America for over 50 years. Now with 10 manufacturing and assembly plants, pushing Toyota's investment in the U.S. to $48 billion. And relying on companies right here to supply $29 billion a year in parts, components, goods, and services. Which means over 100,000 good American jobs. So if buying American is important to you, see your Toyota dealer. Let's go places.
Recent storms have caused roof, siding, and gutter damage in our area. All Exteriors can be out to your home as soon as tomorrow, and they work directly with your insurance. Call All Exteriors now or visit allexteriorsmd.com.
This is Coast TV News at 6.
DelDOT wants your opinion on Route 1 and Route 30, roads some viewers use every day. And specifically, DelDOT is focusing on the overpass that connects the two.
Coast TV News reporter Emma Aiken shows us how you can get involved.
Driving over the interchange at Cedar Neck Road in Milford. People do it every day, and DelDOT wants to get your opinions on the area. In the past, developers have eyed the area for commercial use, which would have meant restructuring the interchange. Kenneth Tong lives in a neighborhood nearby.
This is kind of like a residential area, so I don't think we want that around this area. If that's the meaning why they want to do it, like for some future improvements or developments, commercial. So I don't think that's what we want.
Milford Representative Brian Shoup is hosting the road workshop Thursday night.
When we had our last meeting to discuss the changes to the overpass, it was an overwhelming majority that did not want the changes to the overpass to benefit the commercial development east of Route 1.
As DelDOT considers the interchange options, some locals hope the road to progress doesn't pave the way for unwanted commercial development. Not only do some neighbors say they want to keep the Milford norm of having no development east of Route 1, but some of them say that changing the overpass would have significant impacts on traffic and the environment. In Milford, Emma Aiken, Coast TV News.
Here's the latest look outside. We have snow that's falling in and around the area, specifically for Ocean City, where we're expecting more snow. I'm going to update you on the latest projections coming up.
Track the storm with Coast TV First Alert Weather.
The President's Day flash sale is going on now at Ashley. For the next 48 hours only, every other item is 48% off. Plus, take advantage of 48 months interest-free financing and get $48 delivery. Only at Ashley, located in tax-free Del Mar and Millsboro, Delaware.
There's only one place to go for your next vehicle. IG Burton Chevrolet of Milford. Trusted since 1908 for our expert team, massive selection, and our unbeatable prices. Together, let's drive new 2024 Silverados up to $13,000 off MSRP. Or get 0.9% financing on select new 2024 EV models. Visit us today. And remember,
nobody beats a Burton deal. Nobody.
Nobody beats an IG Burton deal.
Just one final touch, and then I'm ready.
Hey, what are you doing?
What do you think? You're the only one excited for the Better Living Expo at the Wacomico Youth and Civic Center?
February 22nd and 23rd. There will be experts on hand to answer questions about remodeling, landscaping, pet training, and more. Plus, arts and crafts and live animals for the kids.
Get in line, Mike.
Join us for the Better Living Expo at the Wacomico Civic Center, February 22nd and 23rd.
Pollen. It can ruin your screen porch and your furniture. You can clean it, but you'll be cleaning it a lot. With the porch protection system, you can use your screen porch year-round, pollen-free. The PPS system is marine grade and custom-made just for your porch. We provide quick turnaround, quick installation, and 20 fabric colors to choose from. So call us today for a free estimate, so you can start enjoying your screen porch year-round, no matter the weather.
Call or visit porchprotection.com for your free quote.
Dandelions, a bright yellow warning that now is the time for prevention because crabgrass and clover aren't far behind. Hillside Lawn Service has been making lawns around the Chesapeake healthier and weed-free for nearly 30 years. From soil to trees, grass and weeds, Hillside's certified agronomists test your soil, apply exactly what it needs and nothing it doesn't. Their high-efficiency formulas help protect our waterways. Switch to Hillside now and get $25 off their annual maintenance program. Call Hillside Lawn Service for your free assessment.
The President's Day flash sale is going on now at Ashley. For the next 48 hours only, every other item is 48% off. Plus, take advantage of 48 months interest-free financing and get $48 delivery. Only at Ashley, located in tax-free Del Mar and Millsboro, Delaware.
Get ready, 2-for-1 deal. Get fast, reliable internet plus unlimited mobile for one incredibly low price with Mediacom. This deal is stacked. Get download speeds up to 250 meg and coast-to-coast mobile coverage with unlimited data. Powered by the mobile network awarded for best 5G reliability in the U.S. All for $49.99 a month for a year. That's two services for one amazing price. Call or shop online today.
Download the free Coast TV First Alert Weather app today.
Well, the snow is right here, right on cue, right on time, and we're still looking for accumulations to range between 1 to 2 in some areas and up to 4 to 5 in others. I'll show you the difference between those areas and when we're expecting that to occur. Our Irish ice camera in Lewis, 22 degrees right now, well below freezing. And you know, the icy conditions, that polar vortex that we've been dealing with and the country's been dealing with, that's part of the equation in this situation as well. First of all, we are expecting the snow showers to continue in Lewis at least till about 9 o'clock. Then it's actually expected to taper off a bit. The good news, and I want to give you some good news, the good news is we're only getting a glancing blow from this system. Bad news is, well, not so great news. We'll say not so great news. Well, it's just that we have the cold air following behind it, so it's going to take a while to shake off what snow we do receive. Winter weather advisory active for all of Sussex. We're seeing a band of heavier snow showers pushing across Lewis right now, which is what you just saw on the live shot. And then Long Neck and Ocean View picking up some additional snow showers, starting to thickening up there as well. Winter storm warning is active for us near Fenwick Island, Ocean Pines, Ocean City, West Ocean City, and Gray's Corner. Now, it's in this region where I'm looking for a decent 3 to possibly 5 inches of snow, even with the adjustments that we have with the latest run of the models. And the models right now are running a little bit lighter than what they initially were earlier this evening. We also have an additional winter weather advisory for the Cambridge area, bracing for about 1 to 2 inches of snow likely there already. Now, you add on to that the gale wind warning. When we're talking about gale winds, we're talking about 40 to 45 mile per hour wind gusts. Very blustery along the beaches for us in Ocean City. And this is also true for us for the beaches along Sussex County as well. So This is what we're looking at. Now, we're looking at the upper edge of this snow system as it pulls through, and it's already tapering off for folks that are in Newcastle as well as Kent. But we are expecting the concentration of it to stay more so to the south. The farther south you go, the more in the way of snow we are expecting. High pressure still kind of nestled within here, so we have access to that cold air consistently. As we go into the early morning hours for Thursday, we'll see the back edge of this system bring us some additional snow showers on the backside of it, sort of a delayed reaction with this snow. But I don't think it's going to make that tremendous of an impact on us. Like, we're not going to get another 4 inches overnight. I think overall, we're looking for up to 1 inch for us in Milford, Seaford, Georgetown, Lewis area, 1 to 3 inches. 3 to 5 inches for us in Ocean Pines and other regions. So when you take a look at this, we're running our models right now, and they're running a lot less than they were previously. So we're looking at perhaps 1.5 throughout the most southern portions of our viewing area, up to a 1/2 inch in Georgetown, and nearly 1.5 in Fenwick Island, Bethany Beach, and up towards Dewey Beach. Then we have the cold, because Thursday morning we drop down to 13, Friday morning we drop down to 10, Saturday we're going to be cold as well. Here's a look at your extended forecast. We're under that severe weather threat until early morning Thursday.
The Delmarva Sports Network from the Wawa Studios.
The Philadelphia Eagles have made their first big move since winning Super Bowl 59. After losing offensive coordinator Kellen Moore to New Orleans, the Birds have promoted passing game coordinator Kevin Patullo to fill the role. Patullo has been with Philadelphia for the last 4 seasons. He's already been promoted in his time with the Eagles, adding associate head coach to his title in 2023. He'll take over an offense that finished 7th in points and 8th in yards in the regular season. The 43-year-old has received major votes of confidence from his quarterback and head coach. Last week, quarterback Jalen Hurts said, "I have a lot of confidence in him and what he's shown." And head coach Nick Sirianni said today that Patullo is very important to the success we've had. "I can't tell you I make a decision without saying to Kevin first, what do you think?" In an offseason that has had a long checklist for the reigning Super Bowl champs, they've made their first check mark as February winds down. And the next big step for the NFL is the NFL Combine in Indianapolis next week. That'll do it for sports. Have a great night, everyone.
For 150 years, Ocean City, Maryland has been somewhere to smile about. From our beautiful beaches to our iconic boardwalk, we've been creating memories that last a lifetime, whether you're chasing the perfect wave, a hole-in-one, or a sunset stroll. Celebrate our 150th anniversary with 150 days of celebrations, special events, and deals all year long. Book now and save in 2025 at ococean.com/150. Ocean City, Maryland, somewhere to smile about.
WRDE First Alert Weather, brought to you by Ocean City, Maryland.
Most Planet Fitness clubs are open 24 hours, so you can work out whenever.
We're coming in early. Staying late.
Whatever works for you. Save $28 or more when you join for just $1 down, $15 a month. Cancel anytime. Deal ends February 28th.
Severe weather can take a toll on your roof. Don't wait until it's too late. Reinvest your tax refund into your most valuable asset, your home, with a new roof from Spicer Brothers. Experience unmatched protection and durability with top quality materials and expert craftsmanship you can trust.
Have total confidence in your investment with our price match guarantee and our done right guarantee. For a limited time, get 50% off installation plus financing options as low as $99 a month.
Spicer Brothers, because you deserve the best.
Secondhand smoke lingers for hours. And it's killed almost 3 million people since 1964. When you smoke in the house, everyone in the house smokes. So, take it outside. Visit takeitoutside.de.org.
Welcome to the Brush Factory. Explore our over 60 local merchants and artists all together under one roof. You just never know what you'll find at the Brush Factory on Kings.
As always, we'd like to thank you for supporting our family of local merchants.
We could not do it without you.
Most Planet Fitness clubs are open 24 hours, so you can work out whenever.
We're coming in early. Staying late. Whatever works for you.
Save $28 or more when you join for just $1 down, $15 a month. Cancel anytime. Deal ends February 28th.
Have you bought a house in the last decade, but it's just not quite big enough? At Paul Davis, we can design and build you a brand new addition or remodel your whole home from start to finish. With over 50 years experience of building and restoring homes, we've made the process quick and easy while making it affordable. Call Paul Davis today, and one of our design consultants can be at your home as soon as tomorrow to give you a free estimate for your new addition or whole home remodel. Or visit our new showroom in Salisbury, Maryland, 100 Marble Road.
Weather is sponsored by Paul Davis Restoration, your storm damage experts, here to help now.
This is a active look outside. Spicer Brothers camera in Salisbury. We're looking widespread snow showers still indeed pelting the scene. We're going to have temperatures in the 20s and the snow continuing for the next 3 to 4 hours. A winter weather advisory is in effect for all of Sussex. We're still looking for a decent 1 to 3 inches of snow in that range. But as far as Ocean City, Salisbury, as well as Gray's Corner in Berlin, we're looking for about 3 to 5 inches of snow, and that's likely where we're going. We're seeing heavier bands. Also, please keep in mind very blustery conditions along the coast because of the gale wind warnings. Our winner is Danita, looking up what's happening with your forecast with our weather line. And last but not least, here's a look at your exclusive 10-day forecast. We will eventually warm up. It's just going to take a little while.
All right, Paul, thank you, and thanks for joining us here for Coast TV News at 6.
For more news, more local weather, download our Coast TV News app.
The NBC Nightly News is up next.
And we're going to see you later tonight for Coast TV News at 11. Have a great evening.